G'day headbangers and welcome to Dozers Metalworks. Welcome back my fellow metalheads to another edition of Dozers Metalworks. Well, what some crushing news we had during the week, boys and girls. The great one, Mr. Nicko McBrain of Iron Maiden, has announced his retirement from touring. He will still be part of the band, so he's probably going to do what Glenn Tipton did for Judas Priest. Stand back from touring, but continue having involved with the band, you know, probably still do the studio albums and stuff like that, just won't tour. So it was sad, but hey, the guy's had health issues. He had a stroke early during the year, and he's 72 years old. He's been with Iron Maiden for 42 years, so, you know, it's sad, but not surprising at all. But and they have announced their new drummer for touring is Simon Dawson. Now, if you don't know who he is, I'd never heard of him. He's actually the drummer for British Lion, which many of you may or may not know is Steve Harris's side project. So he's already sort of part of the Maiden family as it is, I guess, working with Steve. So yeah, that's interesting. So in to keeping with Nicko, I've got me Peace of Mind shirt, Trooper statue, and Peace of Mind Funko Pop, because that is when Nicko first appeared on Iron Maiden album. He joined the band in late '82. Peace of Mind was his first album with them. So yeah, thanks Nicko for all your awesome work with Iron Maiden over the years. Love ya. Keep up the good work, and yeah. But in sticking with Nicko, I thought what a perfect way to get into this subject, which I've been hanging on for a while. My top 20 drummers. So there. So obviously honourable mentions to start off. We will go with Roxy Petrucci, who was the drummer for the all-female band Vixen. Got to put her in there because Vixen's first two albums were absolute bangers. The third one not so much, fourth one was a bit better, and I don't know when they're going to release another album. They did release a single recently, but yeah, anyway, Roxy, love you sweetie, keep up the good work. Okay, so obviously the starting off at number one on this list, no particular order of course, but at the top I've written down Nicko McBrain of Iron Maiden. Again, thanks Nicko for all your work, love it. Been listening to the drum fill for Where Eagles Dare all during the week, and damn it, that's a hell of an intro for a song. But anyway, moving along, we have Lars Ulrich of Metallica, Dave Lombardo with Slayer, because a lot of these drums have been multiple bands, but I'm sticking with the band I knew them with the most. Sometimes it might be multiple bands. Now, Kenny Rhino Edwards. Now, I put him down for Manowar. He only was with them for one album, which is The Triumph of Steel. But if you listen to the piece of music called Armor of the Gods, you just see how much of a freaking great bloody drummer that dude is, seriously. Next we have Scott Travis of Judas Priest. Again, listen to the opening of Painkiller and you can see why. Now this other guy, the next one, has been on and off with this band for years, but to me, he's probably one of the best drummers I've heard. His name is Brent Smedley, and he was with Iced Earth on and off for many years. Now this one's definitely a super special mention. Rick Allen of Def Leppard. Yes, he only has one arm, but the fact they can do the stuff he does with one arm makes him one hell of a drummer, and he's been doing it for many years, even with just one arm. So, good stuff, Rick. Next we have former Mike Dream Theater drummer in Mike Mangini. I don't know who else he is. I have heard the albums he was played on, but yeah, anyway. Now the next one, I call this guy the Octopus, because by golly Jesus, the way he arms are all over the place. And that is none other than the man himself, Mike Portnoy. Dream Theater, Winery Dogs, Sons of Apollo, Metal Allegiance, many bands, but I loved him most with Dream Theater. But like I said, I call him the Octopus because he's all over the place, fair crack of the whip. And then we have Alex Van Halen, Then we have Vinny Appice from Dio. Again, he was with other bands as well. Then we have Charlie Benante, don't know how to pronounce his name, from Anthrax, and is now currently touring with Pantera. Paul Bostaph, this guy's a Dead Set legend. He was with Slayer and Testament, fantastic drummer. We then have Greg Bissonette, who's quite a number of acts, but I picked up listening to him mainly through the David Lee Roth albums. He was pretty cool on that. Tommy Lee from Motley Crue. Ricky Rocket from Poison. Former Slipknot drummer Joey Jordison, rest in peace Joey. Another rest in peace, Dick Menza of Megadeth. The albums he was on were great. Clive Burr, ex-Iron Maiden, rest in peace Clive. And rounding off the list we have none other, again another rest in peace, Vinnie Paul from Pantera, Damage Plan and Hell Yeah. So yeah, that's my list of top drummers. Obviously the last few were all passed away, but they were still fantastic. And yeah, there's probably a lot of other drummers I probably missed out on, but these are the guys who have stood out to me ever since I've been growing up and listening to metal. And yeah, as for Simon Dawson, good luck trying to fill Nico's shoes touring, but I'm sure you'll do a good job. And until next time, my fellow metalheads, Mosh on.